Aye, full 6,000 nuclear warheads. This is Japan's truly hidden strength. It is important to note that even Russia, which currently has the largest number of nuclear warheads, only has a stockpile of 5,460, while the United States stockpile stands at 5,180. Of course, these 6,000 warheads are only in the pre-minus deployment stage. If left unchecked, this number will not remain merely on paper. Japan could produce them at any time. As we all know, the production of nuclear weapons relies primarily on two key materials. One is uranium-235, which requires purification from natural ore. When the purity is refined from the original ore's 7% to 90%, it can be used to manufacture nuclear weapons. Since the purification process requires the use of a large number of centrifuges, it is very easy to monitor. Uranium is a case in point. A representative of nuclear weapons made from uranium-235 is the Little Boy, the first nuclear weapon used in actual combat by humanity. The other material is plutonium-239, which is produced when uranium-238 is irradiated by neutrons in a nuclear reactor. A representative of this type is the Fat Man atomic bomb, the second nuclear weapon used in actual combat and dropped on Nagasaki. Compared to uranium-235- based nuclear weapons, the weaponization of plutonium-239 is extremely difficult to monitor because all that is needed is a nuclear reactor. In other words, as long as nuclear power plants exist in Japan, it can produce weapons grade plutonium-239. As we all know, Japan is a major nuclear power country. Today, the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant remains a global problem. Currently, Japan has 17 nuclear power plants domestically with 33 nuclear reactors, 14 of which are already in operation and 19 pending operation. Such numbers mean that Japan needs to consume 1.2 tons of plutonium annually. So, what is Japan's actual plutonium stockpile? 47.8 tons. Japan claims this is for nuclear energy security, a reserve of nuclear materials that can support the entire country's nuclear power needs for 39 years. However, once this 47.8 tons of civilian-grade plutonium is refined, it means Japan could produce more than 6,000 nuclear warheads. Japan is also the only non-nuclear weapon state in the world that possesses the technology to extract plutonium into weapons-grade material. Thus, Japan's membership in the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons is a joke when it comes to ensuring the safe operation of nuclear power plants. Otherwise, there would not be the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, a major toxic tumor causing worldwide pollution. Furthermore, Japan still imports approximately 8 tons of civilian-grade plutonium from countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom every year, and its domestic stockpile continues to grow. Based on Japan's past performance, it indeed attaches great importance to resource security. After all, as an island nation, Japan produces almost no mineral resources critical to industry, relying entirely on imports. World War I also proved this point. If, like the United States did back then, someone lays a circle of naval mines around Japan and blocks its shipping lanes, Japan will starve itself to death. But nuclear materials are not simple mineral resources. Unlike iron, copper, or oil, Germany once also had nuclear power plants. Yet as a defeated nation of World War II, Germany did not possess the capability to refine weapons-grade plutonium-239. What's more, with Japanese right-wingers now in power, coupled with Japan's recent remarks that disregard the post-WWI international order, it has posed a systemic challenge to global security. Even more intolerable is that Tsuneo Kaikai brazenly altered Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles first. She invited the United States to transport nuclear weapons within Japanese territory. So, could the next step be Japan manufacturing nuclear weapons itself? Today's Japanese right-wing groups are attempting to replicate the script from the 1930s using Japan's survival as an excuse to promote militarization domestically. Currently, at least around 70% of the Japanese public supports the policies of the Tsuneo Kaikai administration, with approval ratings once reaching as high as 80% at their peak.